I really love working with producers, and I think I find myself thinking about them kind of like teachers in school or professors. And I loved working with David on the last record, on Begin to Hope. So I thought I should try and work with a bunch more people, because it takes a really long time to make a record and then promote it and then get to make another record. So it had been already a while. And I just really wanted to kind of experience lots of different people's approach to sound and their ideas about how to record songs, and I got to do that. Plus it was kind of, I think it's kind of more laid back when you only do a few songs with different people. It's not so much a giant, all the burden of like you're making the record. So people kind of, I think, are more playful and experimentative.
Like a genie with this magic, like Houdini, or grand wishes like Jiminy Cricket and Santa Claus.
All the time. Unfortunately, I used to get really upset when I would forget stuff. Now I think I've just come to realize that sometimes your mind just can't hold everything, and it happens. But I still try really hard not to do that. But I also not so good at remembering other people's songs, even songs I love. I can sing along to the radio, but then if I had to do karaoke, I get really nervous.
God could be funny at a cocktail party while listening to a good guy.
No, I think I was just playing around and made those noises. I don't really sit around plotting out carefully how the songs are. They just sort of happen in whatever way they want to, I guess. And I really believe in playing and having fun and experimenting a lot. And I think that out of play you can get some really great new things that happen just by accident, as opposed to if you just sit down and seriously try to do things. I mean, who would sit down and try to make a dolphin noise? I don't know. I guess a special type of person, maybe. I don't know. I think that music is kind of, it's a medium where I think everything that could be thought about or said out loud in a conversation could be put into music. I don't think that certain topics are, off limits to music. And I think that, it's fun to put thoughts about things into songs, and I have a lot of thoughts on religion, and I think they differ, different moods. It's just like moods. On some days you feel really kind, and on other days you feel like aggressive and like a jerk. I don't know. And I think that songs are like that too, emotions are like that, and so I think I just end up putting different ideas that I've thought about into songs. So in some songs, maybe my view of religion is positive. Like, I think that there's really good things that come out of traditions and disciplines and meditation, and maybe thinking of a higher power and not thinking just about yourself. But then I also find that I have problems with a lot of organized religions, and I find problems with people that hijack the idea of religion, or maybe religious people that don't accept atheism and think that just because they believe, everybody has to believe. And all these contradictory thoughts end up in song. Plus, I really love mythology and stories, and all religions are full of that. And as much as religious people want to think that they're so special and different from everybody else, when you look through history, through human history, you find that the same myths and the same ideas repeat themselves through many different religions. And I think a lot of those end up in my songs. I think it's really cool when somebody wants to put your song into their artwork, like their movie or their advert. But I definitely like it much more when you feel like they're not just filling space, you know, they needed to stick a song in, so they stuck your song in. But when it's really connected, like for example, Anthony Zeiker, who created CSI, he contacted me a long time ago, and I've known him for a while, and he's had a few episodes where he really felt like inspired by a song and put it into a scene. And when he sent me those episodes, well, because I don't own a TV, so I have to watch everything on DVD on my laptop, but when he sent them to me, I really felt like I could connect to it. And same thing with Weeds, actually, and I've met the people that make that TV show, and they're really cool, and they also felt like they got inspired by a song for a storyline. That's the best, when it's actually really connected. Now this new movie that Mark Webb made, he's made a few music videos for me. It's called 500 Days of Summer, and Us, which is one of the songs I played for AOL, is part of the soundtrack in a very special way. It's part of the movie. Yeah, I really love it. To answer your question, I really love when people put my music into things. I didn't really buy records till after I got signed by a record label. But I got a lot of mixtapes from friends and a lot of burnt CDs, and I definitely, you know, I had a cassette tape of Dangerous, and I had lots of mixtapes with, especially when I was 16, and that's how I discovered a lot of female musicians for the first time, like Joni Mitchell and Ani DeFranco were all given to me on mixtapes that I loved. So yeah, and then, you know, a lot of burnt CDs of Nirvana and, you know, Tom Waits, Bob Dylan, Jeff Buckley, all burnt. I'm sorry.
Rummaging for answers in the past.